Okay, so let's go started. What you see here, those three cards are the main issue, what is going on, and it's on the surface, so we can't see it. And here we have the World, the Nine of Cups reverse, the High Priestess, and the Death. That just jumped from the deck when I was shuffling, so I just took it. Usually I just use three, but it's here. Maybe it's something just that. Look how many major arcana we have here. So we'll see. Here, what it says, in my opinion, okay, my personal interpretation is like, you have been waiting for a situation, or a situation that has been for a very long time, just recently finished. And you are expecting your wishes to come true. And maybe they are going to be true, but not really the way you expected. And here's telling you, watch out for your intuition. Follow your intuition. Pay attention what it has to say to you. Because if you pay attention, changes are coming on in their way, and you may need of that intuition to apply those changes. Better intuition, changes better are going to be better. Even though they could be a disaster. But there is something that is general thing, is a very, very general thing. But I see here two different possibilities, okay? About this phase that just finished, I see a divorce, and I know it sounds awful, but sometimes, you know, a divorce finishes a very bad situation. And I'm saying that because those two cards that I have underneath are what we feel that we cannot explain. Maybe we don't show openly, but it's what is inside us. And I see the separation of someone and enjoying now the new single status here. That is one option. Because I see pain, battles, and depression, and kind of the justice, the law, the word. A lot of communication could be just the decree of divorce. And because those two cards that I have here is what surrounds us, and surrounds us a lot of pain and wrongdoings, or knowing what to do, not applying. You know, is when you know what is right and you don't do it. When you know better and you don't apply that. And here on the sides, what is the practical approach is telling me, cannot trust and allow people from your past to come into your present again. Be kind. Use the word for good, not for bad. And another thing that I see here is like in the base of the Bible tarot, I see that this is a process that it has taken time of prayers, time of it has helped you to know you better. And you still have to work on that. Maybe through a counseling, maybe because it seems like you still need some guidance in this new situation in order to do things right. These new changes, those new changes that are coming. So yeah, seems like you need some kind of counseling. Because there are, we can see that it has been battles, struggles, and fights around it. And sometimes it's not worth it. And but I'm going to tell you now my second scenario here. The second scenario what I see here is a retirement. You have been working for so long, and it seems like it's complete. Your job is done. Now you start a new phase in your life, and that is going to be the retirement. And maybe it's not in the best conditions that you thought, but you should be very grateful, because in any case, you're going to get a lot of the things you were wishing for. And it's time to get inside you and make changes. Applying the good logic. What you're going to do in this phase. And again, I'm telling you, it seems like that association that kept you for so long, maybe a partnership, there's no anymore. And now it's time to enjoy the fun, the love, maybe a new relationship while you are still a young fella. It doesn't matter if you are 60, 70, 80. It's whatever is in your heart. And that situation, maybe you reach that point with a lot of pain and a lot of communication to reach the best retirement possible. And here, what I see is like, again, you know better. It's time that you listen to those that love you well, that they has been always there, that you know them forever and ever. Maybe it's time, now that you're retired, to really enjoy the company of those that they loved you, I'm sorry. And time to know you better. Now you don't have excuses, you have all the time. So those are the two scenarios that I have for Taurus. Someone who is finally divorced and is kind of the new single person, but he has to apply in this new stage of their life. They have to apply what is the common sense, even if it is not too common. You have to apply it, and for the good of the changes that are coming, and to grow with them, and to become, if it is possible, a better one, a better person. And about the other scenario is the retirement. Already been achieving that thing that they wanted for so long, with no maybe a perfect state, but no bad, really no bad, with no complaints, and trying to correct the wrong things and doing better, listening to others. But summarizing, here, in whatever the scenario is telling us that you're going to be close to those that they have been in the past. And it's important to apply always kindness, love. Allow everybody to approach to you in the way they are. Open the communication. Words could be destructive, but it can be very, very nurturing. So just keep in mind that. And maybe in the process, because I have here, the bottom of the desk is the 9 of Pentacles. Maybe in the process, a lot of money, or some money, has disappeared, or you paid a high cost to divorce, or the retirement, you lose money. In any case, in any scenario, money is not everything, okay? And maybe you became a little bit not so independent. Just in any case, please again, apply the good sense, the common sense, okay? It's important, because you have been surrendering for a lot of pain, maybe an excess of drinking, maybe depressed, and you know better. Okay, apply the intuition you have is the best advice. And here at the bottom of the deck, sorry, the Two of One. The Two of One is telling us that your mind is already in your next project. Could be the single new life or the new life as a retired person. So whatever it is, enjoy. Just don't get nuts. Just enjoy. Here we have what we are feeling. Okay, is done. The situation is done. We see the world and the two. See, there is a separation, the divorce, or the retirement, and it's time for fun. It's time for fun, and that comes with in the bottom of the desk with the 10 of fire, and that for me is like there is a relief in all the burdens. Is a relief in all the obligations that you used to have. It's time for you to relax. You are going to be helped by others. You are going to have time to smell the roses, to say that. And here we have the Hermit and the Five of Swords, the battles, the process that help you to know you a little bit better and to see the true colors, not yours, not only yours, but the other person if it was a divorce, or the company. Like, no company is dying for the employees. Usually there is first it goes the interest of the company. And you saw the real colors, but in every situation you learn. And here we have the bottom of the desk, all that implied in this situation. And is Nine of Swords has been a lot of nightmares and nights without sleeping, and it's scary because you didn't know what will be the end of the situation. But as everything in life, even hell has an ending, and you did it. You complete that hell, those fights, that bad situation, and you are here enjoying almost perfection. And again, be very grateful because you are a lucky one. And here we have listen to intuition for the changes that they are coming, because they are coming. You like it or you don't like it. And again, the bottom of the deck, oh my dear Lord, the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups reversed. That is another sign for me that we're talking about a divorce situation, a family broken. I heard too that for some people the spouse passed, but that is just for few of those, because there could be a broken family with kids, the divorce, the nasty situation, or again broken by pain. In any case, it has been a separation that some people, but the person who passed is going to be just for few of you guys. What I see is a total different phase, one that is just end, and one that just end, and a new one that is coming with some provisions that they were not what initially were expected, but they are very good if you know how to handle a budget, you listen others, you go from fights, depression, to know yourself better, to learn lessons, and to enjoy life. And here the runes are telling me this is the egg and words. I don't know, you can see it. I hope you can do it. And here what they're telling me is that it's going to be a relief. Is going to, the negativity is going to disappear slowly. It's going to be a growth, and that is the evolution that you need here. Is telling you, please, you have a natural resistance of everything. You are strong. You are recovering from this. keep in mind that all changes, they take time. Okay, it's not going to be out of the blue, but you're doing a slow, steady success, in whatever you are going to start now. It could be your new life as a single, as a retired person. It could be in your new, in whatever the phase that you are starting. That my two scenarios I told you is a new divorcee or retired, just the retirement from someone, and just for very, very, very few, perhaps the real pinnacle of the death of someone, but I believe is divorce or retirement. So, well, I hope it helps. Just enjoy whatever the phase is.